Hello, and thank you for listening to the Tyrants In Training podcast. I am the host, Kevin Ryan. On this podcast, we invite a guest on each week to lead the citizens of their very own country. Today's guest and tyrant is writer and novelist Denise Cruz-Castino. Hey, Denise.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on. This is actually the start of season 2 of Tyrants In Training. Yeah, the last season had a few common features, like there was a lot of volcano dungeons from people. Volcanoes were a heavy feature. Australia came up a lot of times. People were going over there. And then in the last episode, we had zombies, which may feature in this season for anyone who wants to listen to more episodes.
Okay.
You're going to start with your very own country, like everyone else does.
Okay.
Since you're a writer and novelist, like you do a lot of world building, right?
I guess I do. I never really thought of it that way. I have a feeling the people that were doing zombie lands do more world building than I do.
You outline and stuff like that. Like
I definitely outline. Yeah. I'm a strong believer in outlines, and everyone who doesn't outline, please don't hate me. So
I don't. I don't. And
I won't
your
judge
main
people.
advisor.
I think everyone has to do what works for them. But it works for me. Outlines work for me. I feel like it's like having a map for me. That's what I need.
Okay. During this whole podcast, I'm going to be your main advisor. I'm basically a voice in your head that you can't fire. I don't outline. So that's the help you're going to get,
Okay.
just so you keep in mind, okay? Okay, so the first bit we have to do with this new country of yours is we have to figure out where we're going to put it in the world.
Okay.
So it's going to be a new island we're going to pop up. Yes.
I've thought about this. I think I want to be in the Mediterranean because my son plays hockey and he's hoping to be in the NHL. And if he doesn't make the NHL, he wants to play in Europe. So I figure if my land is in between, then I will be able to do both, right?
In the Mediterranean.
Isn't it the Mediterranean, or did I pick the wrong sea?
Is it too late? Is the island already coming up from the water? So
yeah, aren't I getting to make my own island?
Yeah, you are. Yeah. So the Mediterranean would be like right beside Italy, and
yeah, that's where I want to be.
Right, but that would be in between Africa and Europe.
Okay. But I want to be wait, maybe I want to be the Atlantic then.
Yeah. I think
because Atlantic will be between Europe and I want to be between Europe and America.
So yeah, you want to be, and I suppose you'd be more northern, right? Because when you said about he wants to play in Europe, I'm just guessing that places like Scandinavian countries would be good at hockey. Because
they are, but I kind of want to be near Italy too. So where does that put me?
I mean, you could just go Mediterranean then.
That's what I said. That's what I
said. You threw me off.
Because I was thinking I want to be like near Sardinia and all that kind of stuff, right?
Oh yeah, like in Malta and
right. So I think I want to be over there because I figure that's sort of like a little bit between both United States. I mean, look, I haven't mapped it out, but I'm thinking like flight patterns, like how far am I from Europe and how far am I from America? That's all I'm thinking. So that's why, and I also like the climate there. So I'm thinking,
so is it kind of like, so if you were there and your son is like, okay, I'm going playing in the NHL, it'll take however many hours to fly to.
Right.
But if he's like, I'm actually going to go up to Oslo and I'm going to play there, it's give or take around. No, yes, okay.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
I thought you meant between, as in like left and right, and there, like Ireland is between.
Oh no. Yeah, it may be off a couple hours one way or the other, but I'm trying to like like I couldn't put myself in the Bahamas or, like near Asia. I love I love it over there. I love Bali. I love Thailand, but I was like, no, that's putting me way too far.
Right.
So that's why I was trying to like put me somewhere, like wherever my son ends up. Hopefully that'll put me somewhere close between, wherever he ends up.
So your son, I mean, this is probably a stupid, like your son is going to be living there as well.
No, he would be living in wherever he's playing, but obviously maybe on off season, then he'll have his home and he'll come. So again, it'll be convenient for him. And then, and like I said, he'll obviously be living wherever he's playing. Yeah, wherever he has to work. But then like that way I could like just be like a hop, skip, and a jump just to be like, okay, I'm going to come see you for a week. It's not going to be like, you know, the 20-hour flight or something.
Right.
Like
Yeah. Where you need to really go for 3 weeks then. You can't just go for a week.
Exactly. Exactly. So
but
that's what I'm thinking.
Just not every question is going to focus on what your son is doing, but is
I don't mind talking about him.
Is he do you think he's going to get some government responsibilities? I mean, he's a hockey player as well, so he's probably.
I would say that it would sort of be like the kids that of the royal family in England, where like, you know, they had like these titles, and then it's like at one point they could become the person running the island, but at this point, no, it's just in name.
Yeah.
And then obviously it could be passed down to him. So.
And he could also just go like, whenever he's not, whenever the hockey season's over, it could be just like, hey son, I don't know his name, and you know, but hey son, get out there and run the marathon. You know, have a bit of a show there for the people.
Right. Like, when the season's over.
Yeah.
Come and wave to everybody because you're royalty, and they're going to be like, oh, he's visiting the island.
Oh, it'd be cool. Yeah. Okay. Right. So we're going to set up that island near, kind of in the middle of the Mediterranean, or maybe a bit close to Spain, somewhere that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Spain would be perfect. Yeah.
And we're going to say there's 10 million people population, just around number.
I know. I've heard you say that. So here's my thought on that, because I looked up Hawaii, and the big island of Hawaii is under 1 million. So I think 10 million is a lot. So here's my feeling. My feeling is 1 million. So 10 million people have rights to live there, but only 1 million can have a home there at a time. That's my thought.
Okay, I'm just going to Mediterranean. Okay, so 10 million people can live there. So 10 million people have a passport or whatever.
They have a passport, but they can't all have homes at the same time, but they can visit. It's an exclusive island. It's kind of like Club Med.
So
it's almost like the Super Bowl. Like there's those lotteries. And so like, it's like only certain people will have a right to have a place there. And like, maybe there's condos. So maybe like a condo would be considered like more people can live like in a condo, maybe. I don't know. But so I don't want to all tell them 10 million there at the same time.
Right. And so I'm just thinking, so if there's a house out in the countryside, is it like 10 people technically own that house?
So I think like that would be fine. Like, so one house, that's fine. Like then 10 people can stay there. That's fine. I'm not going to say like, oh, one person per house. No. So I guess like 10 million 1 million residential places.
Right.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah. And there's like 9 million people who are living abroad, but they'll come back at certain points.
Exactly. So they can vacation there. Like some people can't even come there. Like it's going to become like where it's like when you go camping.
Right.
You have to put in a year in advance if you actually even want to go. So it's not easy to get to this island. Like you are an exclusive bunch that you get to come to my island.
Why are you so particular? So like, is there any tourists? If there's 1 million people.
The tourists that can come are the 10 million. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an exclusive island. I don't want it to be crowded because I want it to, like, it's like the Super Bowl. Like I said, like not everyone has season tickets. Not everyone gets to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah. Like it's an exclusive bunch. So this island is an exclusive bunch.
So only the richest, wealthiest.
No, it's not even by wealthy. It's not even by wealthy.
Why? How?
So I think it would start with obviously the people I know. So it's kind of like, oh my God, now I'm forgetting the app. What's that app where like you had to be invited to
Clubhouse,
go?
is it?
Clubhouse. So it's sort of like Clubhouse. So the people I know,
like
they're gonna all find out about it because I'm like, guess what? I got an island. And then so like they can invite people. And so it's gonna start that way. And it's almost like Wordle, like, oh, you're playing Wordle, right? Like, so slowly people are gonna find out about it, but it's gonna be someone I know who knows somebody I know who knows somebody. Right. So it's kind of start because it's my island, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to start that way. And it's not based on on money. I don't want it to be
Right.
like, oh, only the rich, not like Ibiza where everyone's got their, $30 million yacht. No, it doesn't have to be that way, but it's exclusive in the way that you have to have been invited to come and live here.
Is there any famous person that I mean I'll say dislike. Obviously, like I don't know every famous person. So if I say I dislike Chris Pratt, I mean I don't know the guy. It's not an actual hatred, but I'm just wondering, is there anyone you just don't particularly like?
Anyone I wouldn't want to come?
Yeah.
I don't know anyone personally,
Yeah.
so I can't really say that there's anyone that I would say, no, you can't come, but people will have to be vetted. So they like people that come are not like, there can't be like criminals. It's gonna be like major background checks. So it's gonna be like a peace island and like no weapons. Like you can have like a knife, but that's it. You can't bring, and you have to take a boat over. There's no flying here. No flying. So you're checked at the when you're in Spain and you're taking your boat across.
Right.
You are checked. And if you have a gun, you got to leave it there. So that way, like everyone leaves their doors unlocked.
But if they have a Bowie knife, the big hunter's knife.
Yeah, if they have a knife, they have a knife, right? Like, it's like, Canada, one person stabs somebody, it's one person that gets stabbed. So it's like,
who cares?
Yeah, crime can happen, but those people get kicked off and then they lose their accessibility for life. They have just banned them. If you have, any crime, if you do a crime on the island, your name is removed and now someone else gets the option to now live on the island.
Do you keep their knife?
We burn it and we turn it into something else. We melt it down.
Something good, something like a part of a bench for a park. Okay.
There you go. It's gonna be like, have you seen The Good Place?
I haven't really, no.
Oh, it's really good. And
yes.
Before they find out, I don't want to give before they find out it's not the place they think it is. It's like the best place ever. Like that's what I want my island to be. My island will be like, when you go on vacation, like on an island and then you're there for a week and like nothing goes wrong. And you're like, that was the most amazing vacation. Like, that's what I want it to be, to live here. But like always, like, it's always going to be like, this is an amazing place. Right. So like, I have to vet the people that come, because if I let everybody in, then that's when like stuff happens. So
I'm gonna like nobody, and hey, I haven't done like 100 episodes. It might come up again, but I am willing to bet nobody is going to go, I'm going to pull you up in there on that 10 million population, and then have a laid out plan like you did. Everyone I've mentioned has just went, yeah, sure, okay.
Well, I had the luxury of listening to other episodes and I was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't want that. Oh no, I wouldn't want that either. Okay, what would I really want if I had my own island? So, can you tell I outlined?
Yes, that's why. Yeah, everyone else just goes, I don't care, however many you want. Like I could stay on this for the rest of the hour, but I'm not going to. Okay, so you have your country of 1 million people, of constantly changing, I was going to say evolving, but changing, knife wielding million population.
They don't have to have knives. That's not a requisite.
All right, it's just in the brochure it said you can bring a knife.
If someone brought one, if someone happened to bring one and was a little angry.
it's fine.
Well, if they did and they were angry, but they get kicked off, it's their choice. If they want to get kicked off, I'm not going to decide that. I'm going to do the best I can to vet them, but someone might have a bad day. I don't know.
Would you be really annoyed? This is the only thing I'll say on the population and then move on a bit. But would you be really annoyed if I was saying to you, let's say you're not the tyrant of the country. I'm using tyrant as a like neutral term. Okay. Not necessarily you're evil. So you don't have to be evil.
Yeah, no, I would not be evil.
Yeah. But if I'm number 1 million and I get my visa from Clubhouse, I'm hoping Clubhouse will sponsor this episode. And then I give you the link to it, or whatever way we're figuring out. And now you're 1,000,001. Does that not mean then that you go, oh yeah, I get to join? And I say, yeah, in like 6 months or something, I'm living here now. Would you not be a little bit like, oh, it's a bit annoying?
I mean, if they are, they don't have to come. I think it's going to feel so exclusive that people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't wait. Like I said, it's like camping. Like I just booked a trip to Yosemite like whatever months ago.
The big park.
With,
The big park, is it?
Yeah. So, and
Sorry,
I've never been. And my friend, she's gone several times. So she's like, oh my God, my husband and I are going. This place that we're going on the weekend, we're going, there's an availability. It's so hard to get an availability. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? So like, you know, she helped me and I booked it. And then now my husband's traveling during that time. So now we don't even get to go. And I'm like, no, like, it's this thing, like you want to be able to go. You want to be the person that goes to these places. So I think because it's so exclusive, people are going to be like even having access to this island, people are going to be like, oh my God, how do you know somebody? And then people will want to know that person because they're going to go, well, I know you. Will you invite me? Right? It's this exclusive, like, and it gets passed down from generation to generation. If you like, you know, don't mess it up, because once you have kids, then like now I'm giving it to my kids. Then once they have kids, they're giving it to their kids. So
I want to stay on this so much. If me and Celine are on the island and now we have triplets, what happens with triplets? Do they get to stay? Because it's above the million.
It would. That's why I said, like, I think it would be more like how many houses there are. Because I know if Hawaii is 1 million, they must not have 1 million homes. So I don't know.
You did the little technicalities.
Yeah, I'd have to work that out of like, you know, what the house's situation is.
I suppose as you were saying, I'm going on holiday, like you said you weren't able to go to Yosemite, right?
Well, it's coming up is still, and I don't think so. I think my husband's going to be out of town.
And it's not like if you don't go, it's not like you're saying, well, I don't want to go ever again now, right? You'd be like, no, we have to go.
Well, we get to move our reservation. You get to move it a couple times within like that year. And so we're going to do that. And so that's, again, like someone who like, maybe they have like, they're the 1,000,001 and they're like, oh my God, am I going to get it? And then someone invited like their kids. Then they're like, oh no, do I get to come? Like, I don't know. So there'll be a way where like, it like you're waiting to get in, you're waiting for that access, you know? So yeah, so Yosemite usually takes like a year. You're on the phone or you're on the computer, 7 a.m. So that's what this is. These people are going to want to be on this island.
I had written down a note saying rich people, but yes, you've explained it now. I get it. It's not just the rich, super rich. Like it's not Elon Musk and then everyone else in Silicon Valley.
No. I don't want it to be about like only rich people.
Which it could have easily gone. So now that we have your island and why everyone is going there and stuff, do you have any idea what your name is going to be?
I do, because one of my favorite movies is Princess Bride.
Yes.
So I looked up the I think it was the land that they had, and it was called Floren. So I think I want my island to be called Floren.
Floren.
Yeah, there would definitely have to be, like, when you're on the island, there'll probably be one theater that plays it maybe once a year. I don't know, but it's like we would honor that movie because it's one of my favorite movies.
And there'd be no copyright issues about calling it
I would pay whoever I
to
have
rent.
To. Yeah, I would pay. Yeah.
Okay. It is funny that like the most exclusive place on the earth is named after something else, like it's named after something in a movie. Okay, so we're going to Floren. I just spelled it Floren.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know what your official title is?
I think I want to be called Dame, even though I know in royalty that's not like the top title, but on my island it would be.
Yeah.
So on my island, because I'd be Dame Denise. So I kind of like the sound of that. So and other lands and other islands would know that my title Dame makes me the top. They like, yes, on their land, their country, maybe not, but on mine, that's the top title.
I feel like Dame is nice because it kind of portrays a bit of royalty without getting too much monarch.
There you go.
There's a little bit of a balance.
See, and that's kind of what's going on with my island, right? Like, I think so. I think that fits. You know, it's like I own. Thank you. See, and that's what I like. So it's like it feels, you know, royal without being like I'm like bow to me, you know. So
do you know what would be lovely if you have, especially on written formal letters and stuff like that. I mean, or like if you go into the train station and then you see whatever note you have up saying welcome everyone, and then you'll have your signature and stuff at the end. Wouldn't it say Dame Denise Cruz-Castino? And then
Uh,
DDCC.
DDCC. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, Dame Denise of Floren. Oh, it sounds nice. I thought it was
It sounds
Floren.
nice, right? I like
nice.
it.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
think I need people to start calling me that just
Dame
because.
Denise. Yeah, can you swing that in a writer's room? Is there any way? If I feel like you need to plan it, but if you're in a writer's room, you'd nearly want to get one or two people. Let's say there's 6 of you in a writer's room. You'd want to get 2 more people to say, let's pretend that we're all going to give ourselves royal titles. And just make sure I'm Dame Denise and that'll be fine. I don't care what you call yourselves. That's fine. But that's the way I do it.
Mm-hmm.
So what you may not have heard in season 1, but I forgot to always ask people, do we have an origin story to tell everyone how you founded the island? Or, I mean, we'll say, if you want to say the island was there, or
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that. So what I will say, okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's my origin story. So I'm Mexican and Jewish, so I'm both.
Yes.
And my Jewish side apparently came from Spain at one point. So I'm going to say that it turns out some of my long Spanish relatives have left me this island.
Oh, okay, yes. So so are we saying they were royalty, or they were like medieval time royalty, or going even further back? And
sure,
yeah,
I think so. Why not?
I'm just thinking, like, do you want the island to have, I mean, it's very generic, but we'll say term, but like medieval architecture?
Let's see. I really like, I mean, again, I love all the Spanish stuff, so I'm thinking I want to stick with the Spanish stuff.
Yeah.
And I was even thinking about, it could become even from my Mexican side, because my Mexican side actually were related to Magellan from like history.
Is that Portuguese or Spanish?
He's Spanish. So
that's
yeah. So I think that's what it is. I think I have some Spanish royalty that they, went past all my other relatives and they went, Denise.
Yeah. You're the only one to open the email. And
I was the only one that opened the email or the Facebook message or the Instagram message. They found me on Twitter. And it was one of those emails of like, you are the lucky winner, and I opened it. So, and it was real.
And it turned out though, your unending not naivety, your unending optimism led you to open that email.
Exactly. I was like, maybe this time it's real. And then it really was.
That's a brilliant, that's a brilliant, slightly lighthearted way of owning your own country. Okay. And then also with the whole hockey league, you were like, oh, it's perfectly placed.
It's perfect, because I was wondering, how am I gonna where am I gonna live? And so it was kind of like, well, this is perfect. So
yeah. Okay. Okay, I love it. Dame Denise, when you are on your island, Floren, are you going to have a senate, or are you going to have just a inner circle of a dozen advisors to rule the country with? Essentially, are you giving people the right to vote?
I want people to have the right to vote. So that would be the senators. Yeah, I want the people the right to vote. Yeah, I want them to feel like they are being heard on the island.
Is there any restrictions? I mean, if they send in vote, like if they send in senators who are bringing in 4 knives into the country, or bringing in 5 knives, like people who just think, yeah, you can bring in a gun. Are you letting them be politicians?
Oh no, they can't bring in guns. No.
If the senator is thinking, we should
even if the senator's trying that, then he would have to leave. If that's where he's heading, then I'd be like, I'm sorry, that's not the rule. These are the rules of this island. This is literally, that's something I will not change.
Do you want
and again, I'm not like saying that because again, a butter knife could hurt someone if you used it the wrong way. So it's like, I'm not saying like, bring in the long shank or whatever. It's just if a knife happens to be that weapon that does something, I'm not saying bring your knives, like,
what, if someone first hears about Floren and all they know is it's apparently a very exclusive island, and then the next thing they hear is apparently you're meant to bring a knife.
Exactly. I don't want it to be like, come to Floren, bring your knives. Like, no, that's not like our slogan.
Yeah, sorry, my what you call it, marketing degree isn't worth much. So
Yeah, no, that's not the marketing slogan. We're gonna have to pass on that one.
So as far as the Senate goes, people can vote for who they want and they can do all that. Are you just going to overlook the laws they pass just to be like, okay, that's fair enough? That, oh wait, no, you're not allowed to bring in a bazooka. No. Do you want to just have override power over them?
I would be able to veto certain rules. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just have to like it or lump it, and if they
they don't have to be on the island. That's the thing, is like the whole thing is like, if you don't like it here, you don't have to be on the island. No one's telling you to stay here. So if you don't like the rules, you can leave.
I was going to ask what rules do you have for people joining the country, but I figure you've kind of explained that with your Clubhouse visa. So that obviously you can't buy your way in.
No.
If you're a murderer, you can't just come in and stuff like that.
No.
So we'll move on. What type of house do you want to live in, Dame Denise?
I would live in a gorgeous Spanish villa on the top of a mountain somewhere.
Would the mountain overlook the capital, or would it? No, it'd be secluded more.
I think it'd be secluded. Yeah.
I mean, your island with only 1 million people living there, or we'll say 1 million houses, anyway, or whatever way you want to do it.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be very scenic, right? It's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm hoping. I want it to be really scenic, because that's why I was thinking of like Oahu and like, like and Kauai, like I said, Oahu is 1 million people and it's Waikiki's crowded. So I don't want it to be that crowded. I want it to be more like a Kauai feeling, or
Do you want to put a lot of money into the road network then? Like the roads are gorgeous. So like there's
no, I want it to be, no. I mean, I guess if there's a main city that people want to like, not as crowded as Waikiki, but if there is a main area that people want to like have, and they want to be like, maybe there's a little bit more congestion there. Cause like you said, maybe that's like the capital, right?
Yeah.
So maybe there's like a main hub city where a lot of people will live in, and then the shopping and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's going to be more like lush and,
by the way, in the capital, do you want to have do you want to have a hockey stadium, or are we just not bothering with it? Or
we would not have a hockey stadium, but hockey would be our favorite sport.
Right.
And maybe we could have like maybe we do need a small hockey stadium, because I know my son would want that. And so maybe we have a small hockey stadium for like a junior team or something, or maybe it's like their off-season training or something.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah,
maybe in the off season you could ask NHL teams to come over just as a exhibition.
Yeah, that would be great. I love that.
So your house is going to be a villa, swimming pool, the whole works, all stuff like that. Are you going to be working there, right? You're not going into an office to do stuff.
I mean, obviously there'll be times I have to go to the Capitol, right?
And that's where the Senate will be, right?
Yeah. So there'll be times I have to, but yeah, I think staying at my villa would be nice. But there'll be times where I want to leave.
And you're being secluded. You're secluding yourself away from everyone. You're even more exclusive.
Not on purpose, but it's just I want a beautiful view, and I just want a nice place to live on my island. I want it to be idyllic, peaceful, quiet nature.
Can people come? I mean, can people come see you if they have an issue?
When I'm at the Capitol, yes, not to my
not to the house. No,
not to my house.
Okay, fine.
I don't really want people like, hey, we're here.
I mean,
if people want to have a meeting with me, people can schedule a meeting with me
in the Capitol.
In the Capitol, yeah.
I mean, could that get a bit busy though? Because you want to spend time at the villa, right? You want to. So, I mean, if you have people who are able to schedule a meeting.
Yeah, but I think I would schedule how many times that would happen.
Oh,
okay. If someone's not seeing, like, I'm not there like 5 days a week, probably. And but who knows? If I like it, maybe if this is like amazing and I love it, maybe I do like a 9 to noon. My hours are open 5 days a week. Who knows? Maybe Maybe I'm like, I love meeting with the people and this is like invigorating and I love hearing people's ideas and maybe I like that.
But I suppose that's what I mean, that if you say, okay, we'll say on Monday from 9 till midday, you can schedule a meeting. Are you allowing anyone to sign up essentially? So
I think so.
Joe Blogs can walk in off the street and say, my life is rubbish, I want a better house or whatever.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
That mightn't go well for you if I played that out, but okay.
Yeah, and it may not. And then if it doesn't, then I would evolve it. If it becomes where it's just too much and it's too stressful, then I would start having the senators handle that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think I would like to know. I mean, it's a small island. I think I would like to know most of the people. Like I said, my whole hope is that like people are really happy here. So I would really want to hear their feedback on what's working and what's not working.
Can I just test this out? Can I be Jill who knocks on your door I had my meeting at 10.
Okay.
I scheduled it for 2 hours. I took up the whole time.
It wouldn't be 2 hours. I think people would have to come in for like it's almost like when you see like those people talk and they're like, you know, like those small town, I don't know if you've ever seen
the town hall meetings.
Yeah, and they're there for like 15 minutes. I wouldn't do like, you get my whole 2 hours. Like, like it would literally be like, my road's bumpy and this is why, and this is why I want it better and blah, blah, blah. And it'd be like, okay, cool. Thanks for coming, you know?
Okay.
But I don't think it'd be like, and then, you know, and then keep going for 2 hours. You know?
Okay. So Joe is walking in. He's looking a bit frustrated. He's like, hi, Dame. Dame Denise. Is it Dame or just Dame? Hi, Dame Denise. Thanks for meeting with me. I booked this appointment like 9 months ago. So thanks. Are you just staring at him, or are you?
I'm waiting to hear what he has to say.
Oh right, I thought a hello would be nice, but apparently Joe doesn't get.
Wouldn't he be like?
Poor Joe doesn't get a hello.
I'm waiting there, like I'm here because blah, blah, and I'd be like, cool, all right, awesome, okay. Because I'm assuming, are we like in an office, or am I like? Or I don't know.
How do you be
I wasn't sure if it was like one of those things where I'm on a panel with people or like.
Oh, I don't know. It's your decision. I thought I was meeting you. I didn't know there was a panel.
Oh, so it's meeting with me. Oh, then I'd be like, Joe, come on in.
Don't try and act all nice to me now. It's too late for that.
Well, no, I'm just trying to figure out what the situation is. So
that's what I've been trying to do.
Office, then yes, I'd be like, Joe, come on in, sit down. What's going on? How's the family?
Not good, Dame Denise.
What's going on, Joe?
I've been waiting 9 months to get back here. Okay, 9 months ago, I'd only been living here 3 months, and
you've been living here 3 months, and it took you 9 months to get an appointment.
Don't laugh at me, my predicament. This has been very bad. I was here 3 months, and then I was told I have to go back to my job in, I want to say, Missouri. I was a postman in Missouri. Okay. And I had to go back there because I used up all my holiday days, and they said I wouldn't have a job if I went back. So I had to go back and save up money to come back here again.
Okay.
And when I was next allowed to live here on Floren, the day I was leaving, old Sheila McGetty stole my katana blade dagger.
She stole your blade?
My katana knife.
Okay.
And I didn't have time to run after her, so I had to get on the boat back to Spain and back to Missouri. And now I've come back, and she's now not on the island. I want my katana knife.
Okay, no problem. You know what? I'm buying you a new one. Done. Here's your new knife. Done.
Oh, all right. Thanks very much. So you're just going to buy people stuff to get them.
I don't want people to be unhappy. I want them to like living here.
Okay, Martha's next. Martha's on the way. We'll see how you like Martha. Hi, Dame Denise. Bye, Joe. Hi, Dame Denise.
Hi, Joe. Oh, hi. Who is this, Martha?
Martha, yes. Yeah.
Okay, Martha. Oh my God, it's good to see you.
Hi,
you look
great. I feel terrible. I haven't eaten in days.
What is going on?
I've lost my job in Barcelona.
Oh no.
I was a hairdresser. I was a hairdresser for celebrities in Barcelona. I was making 400,000 a year, plus tips. So I need a new job, don't I? I mean, I'm broke. Well, Would
you like to have a hair salon here? Because we would like to give you a small business loan to open up a hair salon.
Okay, I need at least 400,000 for every year.
Okay, let's do it.
Oi,
Let's do it.
can
It's an island and it's mine. I can do whatever I want.
Inflation has gone insane. You're buying katana swords. He calls it a dagger, but it's a sword that is surely worth a lot. And you're just giving this you're giving this woman 500,000.
Okay. Hey, I inherited an island. Who knows how much money I inherited? I inherited so much money I can give people and katana knives.
Oh, God, this is the most worrying politician who's just sitting in an office going, you can have that, you can have that, you can have that, you can have that. This will surely come back to haunt you.
Whatever. Right now it's fine. None of this is real, so what do I care?
Oh God, I really want you to be a producer on a film. I don't care. Hire as many actors as you need.
Well, I would have a real budget. You didn't give me a budget
true.
for my island, so
I've never had to give a budget. People instinctively think, well, I don't want to ruin. I want to keep people in line.
No, I just want people to be happy. So I'm like, here.
As your advisor, I am just agreeing with everything you say. Fantastic. This actually leads into the next question, which might be suitable. What's the motto? What's the official motto of Floren?
Yeah.
Money, money, money.
No, come to Floren and be happy.
Ah, that's really good. Do you know what you're in California? Do you know what the motto of California is?
I don't.
It is, I have found it.
I have found it. What the heck? The funny thing is, not only do I not know that, but I have never heard that. So that makes me laugh that that's never been spoken.
It might be on a seal or something. I think usually these mottos are kind of they're decided upon.
You think at some point you would hear like, this is your motto, or like put it on a license plate, or like, right? You would think, but no, I've never heard that my whole life.
It's not very inspiring anyway. I have found it.
I wonder if it's from the gold rush.
1849, I think, is when it says date. I assume that's when it was enacted.
That's when it was enacted.
I think so. Yeah. Do you know what America's is?
I don't.
It's In God We Trust.
Oh yeah, that I knew.
Right. So
that I knew. I'm curious when the gold rush started now. 1849. 1849.
Yeah, so it must be.
See? So that's what it is. I have found it.
Well done. Well done.
Ooh, I got one thing right.
That is quite cool. Oh my God, can I put this under educational? This would be great. I mean, I looked at other countries because Ireland doesn't have an official motto. It's just Ireland forever. The historical version is Ireland forever, which is fine. I think the best one I've found is for Israel, because it is quite nice. It's if you will it, it is no dream.
I love that.
Right?
I love that. Beautiful.
And it was actually the inspiration for that baseball movie, Field of Dreams.
Really?
No.
Oh, I was going to say that. I believe it.
But okay, so yours is, well, you can cut out the wet or come to Floren.
Be happy.
Be happy. That's pretty good. Money, money, money is all yours. Nothing like that. No.
Nope.
Right. So your country, is there any unusual list your country is top of?
What are we most known for?
Yeah, so it's like, when I say unusual list, I don't mean like the best healthcare. Okay, that's a normal thing you would want to be top of. But this is an unusual list that you wouldn't expect to Google. Do you know what I mean?
How about best tropical drinks?
What would be a tropical drink now? Do you mean alcoholic drink?
Yeah.
So
like Floren would have their own line of tropical drinks. So that's like one of the things that you like when you go there, you're like, oh, and like it becomes like famous for that.
It's like Guinness is Ireland.
Yeah.
Right? Whiskey and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Sure. Do you have a favorite tropical drink?
I mean, maybe like a pina colada or something like that, so something like that. It'd be something tropical like that. I'm not one who knows a lot of them, so I can't really be like, and then have a little this and a little that, but
could we call Floren's version a pina cruzlata?
Well, I don't want to copy their drink though. I want to
No, but that version is more alcohol. It's way more
but
alcohol.
I want Floren to have their own drinks. Like some bartender that opens up a bar there would start creating like our own line of drinks.
Would there be a particular fruit that you're going to have a lot in it, like oranges?
No, but I think, rum would probably be one of the ingredients.
Right.
Obviously, like that kind of area seems to be, right? A lot of the rum drinks are good.
Yeah, I can't handle rum. I'll be out like a light. But yeah, I'm sure it's lovely.
See, but you would be happy. You would say, I went to Floren and I was happy, because you would be out like a light.
No, I would immediately be out like a light. So what was Floren like, Kevin? No idea. Yeah.
I don't know. I was out, but you would have gotten a lot of rest. So you would have come back happy. You would have been like, I enjoyed myself. I slept a lot.
I showed up for a week, drank in the first half hour a cocktail, fell asleep, lost my knife, went home. Everyone, now I've decided for you that everyone who shows up they believe they have to show up with a knife and then show it to the border guards.
That's why you do not work in my marketing department, Kevin.
I've sent.
I will make it clear that that's not how you get on the island.
I'm gonna go back. I may go back. I'm just telling future Kevin and edit it where you say bring a knife. Very clearly. I have bad news for you though, Dame Denise. A scandal is about to break out. This happened a lot in the first season. I still don't know how to phrase this. A scandal is about to come out regarding Dame Denise. That everyone's going to find out about. What's the scandal?
A scandal? What would I have done that could have been scandalous?
And again, it's a lighthearted entertainment podcast. I put that.
I know. I can't think of anything. Okay, how about scandal? It turns out that we imported sheep, and we said they were all from Ireland, and they really were from New Zealand, and so people are all upset that we lied about where our sheep came from.
I have to ask, why?
Why did we import them from a different area?
No, why are they upset?
Because some people, just because we lied about it, it's again, people like on Twitter, it doesn't matter if it's real or if there's a real reason. It's just that people find something to get like worked up about.
Do you think they're right to get worked up about it?
I wouldn't, but the fact is if we obviously lied about it, I would understand. I would be like, well, yeah, now we look like liars, and I don't want to look like liars.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll say the scandal is called People Upset Gate, Sheepgate.
They can say bad Dame Denise.
So that's the tabloid going with bad. That's pretty good, actually. Bad. I think you should go on to the most popular nightly news program to defend yourself over this. I've started calling the presenter Anderson.
Okay.
I think someone else named him for me. So Anderson is going to be asking you questions. First question he has to ask is, so we got word that you had brought this, your government had been informed that people found out the sheep you had imported weren't from New Zealand, like was on all the...
They weren't from Ireland, they were from...
Oh, sorry. Yes, right. They weren't from Ireland, like they were on all the labels, but they were from New Zealand. You had a press conference about this?
Yes. Obviously we acknowledge that we misled the public. It was not intentional on my part. I was so busy approving certain things like hair salons and free knives and
free knives. Why are you giving people free knives?
Well, when people lost their knife or someone stole a knife, I gave someone a knife. So I was approving stuff. And my senators told me that they couldn't afford the sheep from Ireland, and I didn't pay attention, and I approved the sheep from New Zealand without reading the papers. So I thought we still were approving Irish sheep. I really did, but still, it's my island. I should be paying attention to this stuff. It was brought to my attention, and I just was too busy to really listen. So, it's my fault. I made a big mistake, and everyone has a right to be upset because we misled them. So,
well, apparently, and again, I say apparently, people are very upset about this.
Yeah, I get it.
Extremely upset.
Yes.
They have burned their knives in disgust. They've spat on them and said we
They
don't want
burned
these.
their free knives that I gave them for
they these bloods knives or whatever they call them. These freebies. Yeah, they're very upset by this. Now you're saying that it's the Senate's fault, and it's that.
Oh no! I'm not saying it's the Senate's fault. I'm saying
but
it's
they're
my
the
fault.
ones they brought him in from New Zealand.
They brought it to my attention. I just didn't read the fine print, and so it was my fault.
But you didn't bring him in yourself from New Zealand, like the Senate
Well,
obviously found him.
Personally, of course I don't. I run an island.
You don't. You're not flying.
I'm not doing it. No, they're just telling me this is what we're doing, and then I go yay or nay. So,
but that's what I mean. It was their idea to bring them in from New Zealand.
Yeah, well, they told me, and I said yes, but I didn't realize I said yes. So it's my fault. It's all my fault.
But I mean, so are you punishing them at all for bringing in non-Irish?
It's my fault. No, it's my fault. I allowed this to happen, and I'm coming forward, and I'm apologizing to my citizens, and yeah.
A lot of people have said that they're so upset by it's on social media that that they don't know, can they trust you again? Is that something? Are you?
You know what? I think they have a right to not trust me because I obviously I was busy. No, they have every right to feel that way. I'm validating. No, of course they do.
Okay.
When someone who's a leader, drops the ball, yes, I have to earn their trust back now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because I was so busy, I'm going to hire a couple more personal assistants that specifically make sure I am paying attention to the fine print, because obviously that's what fell through the cracks.
Wait, so why didn't you have another tabloid has said, why weren't you paying attention to the fine print before? Why didn't you hire people before?
It's a good question, and I didn't. You're right, and I didn't.
So it takes these non-Irish sheep to come into this country to get you to, right?
Yes, to hire enough people, exactly.
It's the worst scandal I've ever been a part of. I'm sorry.
I know, it's embarrassing. I hope it doesn't, ruin the happiness on this island.
Has been thrown away by these New Zealand sheep.
New Zealand sheep. Who would have ever thought?
Is there any other animals coming from Oceania that we need to know about?
I think we would have horses. That would be nice.
So they're not Scottish horses. They're coming from Oceania.
Oh, you're saying like fake animal, like animals that, no, not on purpose. I thought you meant like, are there other
Well, I mean,
animals?
this wasn't on purpose either, was it?
No, but I thought you were asking me, do I want other animals? And I'm saying, yes, I want other animals.
Yes. But you're not.
But I'm not saying they came. I'm not tricking anybody. No.
You're not tricking anyone anymore. You're not tricking anyone anymore.
These are the only trickster animals on that happened.
That you put up on time. Okay.
Snuck through. Yes.
So you're not going to fool the public anymore.
No.
Okay, I'll put that in quotes. No more. I'm not fooling anyone.
Dame Denise, not going to trick you
anymore. Right. Promise. Okay. And you've hired people to stop you from doing it.
Well, not to stop me, but to make me more aware.
Make sure you don't do it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dame Denise. That's gone very well. The quotes are, and I should have written them down, but the quotes are, I'm not tricking anyone anymore. There's no more trickster animals. And I've hired people to stop me at all costs.
At all costs.
Very good. Is there any seemingly mundane thing banned in the country?
Something mundane?
Yeah, just something that, I mean, obviously you've banned, I mean, you're not allowed to kick a cat, right? Or you're not allowed to bring in
normal stuff,
drugs,
stuff.
Yeah. But is there anything that's a bit like, oh, that's usually, like I would ban whistling.
Like, is there something frowned upon on this island?
Yeah.
What would be, that's a good question. I mean, nothing bad would happen to you, but it's not frowned upon to listen to your phone or anything out loud in public. Like, don't bus and be like, here's my YouTube video. Like, you should be able to always have, someone will just say, can you please just, put headphones on?
Well, do you want Do you? I mean, I'm going to say. I suppose are you going to allow? We'll say the bus company. Are you going to allow them to say, do you know what? We're going to fine people, small fine, not going to make them homeless, but
Yeah, I think a small fine sounds fair. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose you're not allowed to. I'm assuming this is in California, but you're not allowed to throw a gun just out in the street, right? I'm pretty sure there's
like
small.
litter, you mean. Yeah, like there's a fine for littering. Yeah.
There is, right? But it's not like, I mean, people don't
And
do because
maybe what I'll do is I'll have like in public places, like there'll be vending machines where you can buy cheap headphones.
yes.
So it's like if you forgot yours, you know, please put it in. And if not, you know, here you can use a credit card for it. And it'll be cheap. They'll be the ones that like probably last like a couple days, but it's like that way you're not fined whatever the fine is. So it's cheaper to buy a cheap pair of headphones than to be fined.
Sorry, is your office open again for people to come in? I just have a question.
Is it? Yes.
Sorry to knock on the door. Hi, it's Joe again.
Joe, what's going on? How's that knife working?
Lost it again.
Oh, well, I'm sorry if you lost it. I mean, I can't keep buying you knives, but I'm sorry about that. Well, no, the last one someone stole.
Yeah,
you lost this one, Joe. You can go buy another one.
I lost it in a field and I was going to go in and get it, but these really angry sheep from New Zealand, I tried speaking Irish to them, but they got even more angry and started running after me. So, I mean, now I can't get into the field. I know it's in there, but I just like.
Okay, you know what? Then you know what? I know the people that live on that field and I'm going to have them go find your knife.
People that live on the field?
Well, yeah, it's like a farm.
Oh, I thought you meant it like they were just.
No, it's a farm. So whoever's farm it is, I know the people that live on that farm. It's Barbara and Tom. They're super nice, and I'm gonna have them go.
But they have their windows boarded up over the New Zealand sheep. They're trying to attack. They've gone mad. They've gone mad.
I've talked to them. They're fine now. Now that I've admitted and everything, they're all good.
Oh, you've calmed down.
Oh no, they came in. They spoke to me. We've had a good talk. And I will call them up. We're in good place right now.
By the way, can I just forgot about and since I'm Joe, I'm just going to mention, I was at a town hall meeting with the rest of the residents in my flat. Are you getting rid of the New Zealand sheep? We want our Irish sheep.
Well, yes, we are going to get rid of the New Zealand sheep for the people who want the Irish sheep. But some people like the New Zealand sheep now that they're here. Some people are really happy with it. So we're going to bring over Irish sheep too.
Okay, there was.
I've got to keep people happy. I promised people Irish sheep, but now some people have learned to love the New Zealand sheep. So I can't just like.
And you know what? They are living next door in the flat next door to me, and our apartment hates those New Zealand sheep loving.
Really?
People. Oh,
what do they do?
Oh, how dare they? How dare they?
Wow, I'm impressed that you can tell that much of a difference. I do not live near sheep, so maybe that's why I can't tell the difference, but I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, we are going to bring in some Irish sheep, and then I will have a dinner with the people who live in that complex and then we'll see if we can find some sort of.
Is there lamb on the menu?
Is there lamb?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, are we serving that for food?
Yeah.
Do people want to eat it?
Lamb is sheep, right?
Yeah, but are people going to want to eat it? I'm asking you.
Yeah, as long as it's Irish sheep.
Okay, well then if that's what you want to eat, then yes, we will go somewhere that serves that. That's what I'm saying. Right. I don't eat lamb. I don't eat it personally.
And I hope the other crowd will eat Irish sheep too. And if not, we're going to have words and a fisticuffs. But on the other hand, the reason why I was in is I'm a bit annoyed because I'm having to pay out $1 every time for earbuds or headphones or whatever, and I don't get why I get a free katana knife. And yes, well, I have to pay.
I only gave that to you because someone stole yours.
Okay, but someone stole my headphones.
If you don't buy another pair of headphones,
But someone stole my headphones the first time, and then it was Sheila before she went away. She stole my headphones and my sword.
She stole everything.
Everything.
Sheila is not nice. It's good she's not here anymore. What can I say?
She's back in 6 months, I believe. But yeah.
Well, I will give you $1 to buy a pair of headphones, and then after that, you got to buy your other headphones.
But do I get a sword? I mean, a knife.
No, because you lost it.
In the
And I
field
told
with
you,
the dangerous sheep.
Barbara and Tom are going to get it. I told
Okay,
you
okay.
that.
Will they? Okay. All right. Bye. Okay, that'll do. I'll see you in a couple of
Bye,
months.
Joe.
Bye. Okay, so you're banning people. I mean, I'll banning. I don't. Obviously, you're not throwing them in jail and stuff, but
No.
I'm going to include that as the answer first. Your news station. I kind of feeling I know what you're going to answer this, but is there any fantastical fact that your main news station is going to say to the citizens about you? I mean, essentially propaganda, but I mean, you don't have to go full tyrant, but a nice story. What's the nice story that they're going to base a documentary?
Oh, what is it? What like for that day, or like all the time you hear? Like,
I would say the way I think of it is if they're doing a documentary and this is one of the cool facts that you find out that they're like, oh, cool.
That she is a friend of the people. That she.
Any examples of you being a friend of the people besides
well,
buying
just the
them
fact
everything?
that I have, well, just the fact that I have, business hours like Monday through Friday, and they can come in and chat with me, and I give them free things.
This is your chance to get free stuff.
This is your chance to get free stuff. That I want people to be happy here, that I literally want people to be happy on this island. And if they're not, I want to find a way to make them happy.
But no tourists. Right? There was no tourists in Florida.
Well, the tourists are the people that have access.
They have the, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's not my fiance's family who go, oh, we might go over and visit. Oh, we can't.
Well, they might if your fiance's given them access.
Oh no, the 10 million access has been reached.
Oh, then yeah, then they have to wait. They have to wait.
Oh, I get. Okay. Yes, I get it. More.
It's gonna spots are gonna open up eventually.
Yeah, it's just nature.
People are gonna do something wrong. People are gonna die. People may not like it. They're gonna give up their spot. People are gonna be like, I can't afford to live here anymore. Like, for whatever reason, people are gonna lose their spots. So then when the spots open up again, there's gonna be that lottery where if someone's on it, they can be like, oh my God, I just gave it to my in-laws.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to knock on your door. It's an urgent matter. It's Captain Adam, the chief of police.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Sorry.
Adam, great. You've been doing a great job on Floren. What's going on?
Yes, I thought so too, until just had a report from my people. So we kicked off the island 25,000 knife wielding murders, right? Knife crime is actually, for some reason, quite big in this place. As far as crime, I don't, quite big. Yeah, why not? That's true. Turns out though.
If there's one knife crime, that person loses their access.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's 25,000 we've shipped off. Get rid of them, perfect. Right?
Yeah.
So that's really good. I've just got word though that like all of that 25,000 people who have been accused of knife crime were actually framed by people who are trying to get their 2-week boyfriend and girlfriend over.
I love that scandal is happening, but it's not true, because I did so much research that actually we proved that they were actually guilty. I did not remove anyone unless they were actually guilty.
I mean, that's these.
Nope.
Pardon my French. These bastards have really thought of everything.
Nope. That's just the people that are trying to spin it in the other way. And yeah, no, not falling for it. That's fake news. I'm sorry, not falling for it, because now that they're gone, we have no crime. There was crime when they were here, and the numbers are down now that they're gone. So that's.
I suppose what they're saying is that the person who framed them attacked someone else pretending to.
No, that's not what happened. We did research into it. That's not what happened. No.
Okay. So do you want to fire?
I'm confident in this. We did not leave. We did not kick anyone off that didn't commit the crime on purpose.
Okay, Captain Adam is probably going to leave. Be like, thanks, Dame. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
He actually made a news conference saying that he refutes all these things you've said. Like, he is adamant that.
And that makes me think that he is the one that's doing the fake news, and so now he has to step down, and he's lost his access to the island, and now the person below him, who is actually not making up these stories, gets to be in charge. Yes.
Oh my God. So you've said that on the news. You've said this guy hasn't a clue what he's on about. He's off the island. He's probably been involved with fake news.
Oh yeah, he's been involved. We found out. We had lawyers and we proved it. We had camera, we had footage, we have emails from him. The whole thing was a scandal. He framed all these, he wanted to get his people. Oh no, he framed the whole thing, and he was trying to keep those 25,000 here so he could have a job. He's bored if they're not committing knife crimes. So he wants them back, but I'm not going to let him do it.
So you've kicked him and his entire family.
Well, yeah, because he's trying to get these knife wielding people back. I don't want that back.
He is refuting that so hard.
I know he is, but that's why he's gone, because he lied about it. I don't want anybody who's going to make that stuff up.
I mean, public opinion is wavering on that one. But I mean,
but I would be fine with it, because I know I did my research. We have our lawyers, we have our footage, we have our emails, we have all the proof that backs up that guy was up to no good, and so he's gone.
Well, funny enough, a lot of people who are Irish sheep supporters don't believe you, because they've said, well, you've already tried to fool the public with the sheep. Why wouldn't you with the knife wielding murderers? And you did admit Captain Adam was doing a great job until this came out, so maybe you were just jealous. I
was just trying to see what he was going to say, because I actually knew he was about to say that, so I was just hoping he was going to admit that he's been up to no good, and then I was going to actually be more lenient on him, but I knew what he was actually coming into my office to say.
And the people who actually have taken to the New Zealand sheep, they are, you're right on, Dame Denise does it again, right?
Yep.
Yes. So, you have money you have a lot of money in the country. Do you want to build a statue for yourself, or?
No, I don't.
Do you want to build any big major projects?
Well, like I said, I think that hockey stadium, which you said was nice, and obviously the Capitol would be nice. I think, I would love to have a concert arena so that bands can come here. So I think, obviously those bands have the access to come here for that kind of stuff.
Like a big open amphitheater type of concert, or indoors?
I don't know if it's an amphitheater. Yeah, maybe outdoors would be nice. That might be nice. Yeah, my husband likes music, so I have to have music here.
Okay.
So I've got it. He would not be happy without that. And I love the theater, so I want theater here. I want music. I want culture, I want that kind of stuff on the island. So. And
as well, with modern architecture and everything, I'm sure you could build a stadium that does hold kind of both, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you can convert.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Right, so we're going all in on that. Right, that's going to cost a bit of money, but again, it's worth it. Right, that's a good.
It's worth it, and obviously I'm from royalty, so I have it.
It's actually built in the shape of a samurai sword. And
that would be interesting.
Pretty cool, right? There's a knock on the door though, because Paul from finance has just wandered in to let you know that he actually made a mistake with the finances. There's a minus sign he didn't see, so the country's actually bankrupt. Country's bankrupt now. Do you want to get rid of Paul as well? He's
no, if he's telling me the truth, there's nothing I can do about it. So no, so oops. So what happens now? I lose my island?
No, I suppose the what's the name of them? The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, they're just asking, look, your country's bankrupt. What are you going to do to get some money fast? Like, is there any ideas rolling around? Do you want to start taxing people more? Do you want to let more people in? Maybe that'll do it.
Yeah, maybe I'll let more people in. That's a good idea.
All 10 million?
No. Maybe
just an extra million?
Yeah, maybe an extra million.
Okay. Would you be prepared to keep going up if the money isn't quite as much?
Yeah, I think so. If I had to, if I need that money, and then obviously I would stop giving away as many small business loans.
So Joe's coming in. Hey,
and I'd be like, Joe,
Sheila's back.
I know. I'd be like, Joe, I am so sorry, but stop hanging out with Sheila.
I'm not hanging out with her. Every night I fall asleep.
You get way too close to her. I'm sorry. What's going on with you and Sheila? What do I need to know about this?
Well, so you're letting Sheila stay in the country?
No, because she stole things, so she's already lost her access. So
she's run off with 12 knives.
She can have them. I don't care. She's gone.
But I care. They were my livelihood.
Yeah, but then no, you have to buy them now.
But I have no livelihood now, Dame.
But then I guess you have to leave. I don't know what to tell you.
Why are you kicking me out? I just love to play so much.
I'm not kicking you out, but if you can't afford to live here.
Oh my God, my life is ruined. I have nothing.
But you can sell your spot So sell your spot and make money.
Okay, I've
Well, no,
sold this.
obviously it's the next person in the line.
But
It's
but
valuable.
they don't have much. They don't have much. They're in the line though, so they don't really like. They're getting in either way. No.
But you can sell your house. You have a house.
No, I just lived with my knives.
You lived with your knives
in my car. Yes, in my car.
Field. No,
Near the
everyone
field.
everybody who lives on the island has a house, has a place to live, even an apartment. You at least have an apartment.
Oh yeah, but wait, I thought that was the country's. I didn't know it was mine to sell.
Yes, you can sell it.
Okay, I've sold it to someone who's a Captain Adam. I've sold it to Captain Adam.
But Captain Adam's gone. So
He's renting it.
No, but he can't live here anymore.
But he's renting it. He's not living there.
No, but he can't even rent a place.
Okay, what do I do? Joe is screwed. Oh my God, what do I do?
You can sell it to the next person who's on like coming in. We just opened it up to 1 million people. Someone's going to come and buy.
Can I stay with you for a few weeks till I get myself together? Is what Joe was saying now. Yeah,
sorry, Joe.
Okay.
Sorry, Joe.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna let Joe. Joe's disheartened completely.
You can sell your place for like $100,000. It's an apartment, right? So sell it for $100,000, and then you can go back to Ireland and go buy more knives. Get back on the list. It's going to take a while, but you're still, you can still have access. You didn't do anything wrong. You just couldn't afford to live there.
Oh my God. Okay, so
we're gonna miss you, Joe. You're gonna be hanging out with a ton of Irish sheep. So this is all good. The New Zealand sheep will not bother you anymore.
What a dig on the way out. It's just
it's good.
That's a dig. Unfortunately, we got word from your new captain. Who's the new captain? What's his name? Her name?
Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk. Great. Captain Kirk said that they are just after stopping a coup attempt. A lot of Captain Adam loving, Irish sheep loving people have
what happened to my island of being so happy? Why are people
so happy? It's just a contingent.
Why are people so angry? It's supposed to be a relaxed island with lots of drinks.
100,000 people drunk off their ass. have tried riding in on Irish sheep into the capital, but you weren't in the office at the time. You had just booted Joe onto a ship. Yeah, so what do you want to do with the traders?
They're traders?
Yeah, I want to feed them to New Zealand sheep, but it's up to you.
No, I don't want to feed them. I mean, if they're unhappy, I guess I want to find out what. No, I don't want to feed them. I don't want to starve them. Why are they not eating?
Oh, I thought you said you don't want to feed them.
You said, do I want to feed them? And I said, well, no, I don't want to feed them.
So they are starving.
Well, I'm not starving them. Don't they have money to eat?
but if you don't want to feed them, you don't want to give them food.
I personally am not having a meal for them.
Oh, okay.
Just because they're traders, I'm not like, come sit down to my banquet.
In fairness, if you're the ruler of a country and you're like, I don't want this to happen, sometimes your advisors might think, oh, okay,
No, I'm not starving anybody.
Okay. So they're currently in jail. They're in a jail cell. 20,000.
They're in a jail cell. I don't want to arrest them. Why? They're unhappy. They're allowed to protest.
But they were trying to kill you. It was a coup attempt. They were trying to kill you and get rid of you.
And if they again, violence on this island immediately gets you kicked off.
With the sheep.
I'm not against them being unhappy with things, but the minute they try to coup on my life, they're all gone. They're instantly kicked off.
So them and the sheep are kicked off.
If they take their sheep with them, yeah, I guess.
But are you going to force the sheep off, or are you going to leave them there? Like, just get rid of everything Irish, basically. People who loved Irish sheep, and the Irish sheep are gone.
Well, what were the sheep doing?
They were carrying the traitors in on their backs.
The sheep can stay.
Okay, fine. I'll just say a quick question. Now that that's done and you only have people who support you around, do you want to do any photo op? Just to make sure they all know, look, you're fine, you're doing great.
Sure, if people want a photo op.
Any idea what type of photo op? Or
I'm not doing a photo op just for publicity. If people personally want a photo of me, they may take a photo. But I'm not looking to do a photo op to be like, here's a factory, here's people working out. Like, I'm not doing a photo op in that way.
We just what we're saying is just so everyone would know, like, you're in charge. Nothing, like, everything's running fine. But if you want, I mean, if you're just strolling around the city having a nice time and you're happy to take photos of people.
Like, I'm just like, maybe I'm grabbing a yogurt with somebody, or maybe someone like that. I'm just
keep it casual. Yeah,
just
don't make a big deal. Yeah, it's
don't
only
make a big deal
little,
out of it.
only a little coup. Okay, the last question I have, and then we're finished, is eventually you're going to step down, right? You're going to decide, I've done everything I've wanted to do. That's fine. Who becomes your heir in that case? I'm going to say now someone that is actually here. So like in my case, I wouldn't say my grandson because I don't have a grandson. I would just pick. But yeah, who would you want to become your heir, and what would you tell your people?
Well, if my son wants to take it when he's done with his hockey career, then he can. I don't know if he would want to. So if he chooses not to, then I would have to talk to some of my siblings and see if they would be interested in taking over the island. And then if for some reason they choose not to, then I have some cousins that I would reach out to.
So family, you would keep it to family.
Yeah, we're royal, right? It came from our royal family in Spain. So I can't just, give it to anybody. It's in the family.
Just assuming it's a sibling. You're telling people, your citizens, right? I'm sorry to tell you, I'm stepping down. My sibling here is going to take over.
Yeah.
I mean, are your people going to go, all right, I'm sorry, I know it's your sibling and everything, but who the hell is this? Have they been involved in somehow? Like, why am I know it's your...
Well, I think they would know my family because my family lives on the island too.
Oh, okay.
Or they at least have access because like I said, it's like Clubhouse where my family's the first one that had access.
Yeah.
So they would know. So they'd be seeing them in headlines and, they would see them, maybe at like a press conference here and there, so they would know about them.
Would you have had them in your inner circle? Like, would your family have been the inner circle or close friends, I guess?
I mean, I would have to have them in some ways, but I wouldn't want them a ton because your family, like those are the people you get in fights with all the time.
Yes, yeah.
So I don't want like a contentious island with my siblings. That would be good for nobody.
Yes.
So
yeah, scandals might break out.
Yeah. So they would be around some of this stuff, and like I would definitely let them sit at the dining tables when we would have like royal meals and stuff, but I wouldn't really want their input in too much stuff because I think both my siblings would run this island different than me.
Oh, for the better.
I don't know. I think, they're definitely different mindsets than me. We're all completely different. So I don't know. People might not like it when I step down. I don't know. What's
oh God, happen. This audio has been released and people are just a bit worried now. But anyway,
they have every right to be. I'm sorry. But I loved my time on the island and good luck.
You're leaving. You're back to California.
I'm gonna go hang out with my son and my husband where my son's playing hockey now. The travel was just too much. So
yeah. Okay. Denise, Dame Denise, I'm gonna stop calling you Dame. Thank you for having an island of knife wielding, insanely into sheep that you said, well, people have to complain about something. It was a stupidest
Irish sheep, though, pro-Irish. I'm pro-Irish sheep.
I mean, there is Irish sheep. I've never made it. I've never thought of it as a key part of Irish.
Well, I also didn't know the slogan to my state, so
that's true. But yeah, I was like, okay, fine, Irish sheep. Thank you for trying out being a tyrant. It wasn't too bad.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any social media that you want to plug or anything before I say goodbye?
I just tell people to find me on Twitter because that's where I'm most active. So my Twitter, which most people know, but maybe they don't all know, is my @Cruz, which is CRUZ writer, WRITER. So that's where I'm most active.
Yes.
That's my favorite social media of choice.
Okay, so yes, everyone who is listening and has listened, thank you very much for listening. If you want to like or subscribe to this especially, if you can leave a review, that'd be great. And this is the Tyrants in Training podcast, and goodbye.